I
since
know. I've been busy organizing this, but after today, I'm going to talk to you every day, Chris.
yeah,
Maybe,
well,
but
and it was
every other
awesome
day.
because Katrina sent me the link to this, and I was like, I totally am going to check this out. Speaking of Katrina, where is she? I don't
I
hear her
saw
voice
I
at
thought
the
her.
I saw her
moment.
on.
I see Katrina right there. Okay, we
Yeah.
are YouTube
Hi,
live
I'm
now.
here.
Woo!
Go
All right.
ahead. Awesome.
Amazing.
Hey Priya, I have
What?
two Zoom things here. This window and then the one that says RP2.
Okay,
When you turn on the permissions again, could you do it for both, please?
for RP2. Okay,
For me and for RP2, yeah, just in case. Thank you.
okay, I am making you the
Bye-bye.
host again. Now you are the host.
Hmm.
Now that okay, yeah. I was like, it's not gonna take me off YouTube because I made you the host. No, it's not. And RP2, what do you need to be for RP2?
That's just also a co-host, but I think I can take care of it now.
Yeah, I think you can do that. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Hi, everyone. Thanks so much for coming. I'm going to unmask for a second because we have to wear masks here. So,
Oh man, it makes it
Thank you.
harder to hear.
I know. Thanks, everyone, so much that sent videos, and they look great. And thanks, Hannah and Freddie and Ricky for, managing this online thing while I manage the live thing here. And
Hmm.
y'all will have fun, and I'll hop on later and be like, when more people get here and there's a little more activity, and show you guys the openings or reception or whatever it's called, the reception. So thank you so much, everyone. But I am going to now pretend like I'm not here, and I'm going to turn off my video and mute my mic. So have fun, everyone. I'll see you in a little bit.
Thank you, Priya. And yeah, huge, just really big thank you to Priya for putting all of this together. It's really fantastic. My name is Hannah Sawyer, and I am the founder of This Body is Worthy, which is a project to celebrate body minds outside of societal ideals. And Priya asked me if I wanted to be a part of this Disability Pride art show together. And I was really excited about it. So I am your MC for the evening. I will do a quick visual description of myself. I'm a white woman wearing a purple shirt, and I have a pink ponytail. And my bedroom walls are in the background. It's just white walls. And I will ask everyone to mute yourself if that is accessible to you. And if you need or want the closed captions, you click the little button down at the bottom of your screen that says more, and then you click show subtitle. If you have any access issues during the show, please let us know, and we will do our best to figure that out for you. And also thank you to Freddie and Ricky, who are helping to run this online reception as well. So before we get into, oh, thank you, Mark. The more button is down at the bottom of the black Zoom screen on the far right. There's 3 little circles.
I don't see anything. I have no idea where to look. I never heard of more on Zoom.
Does anybody have suggestions for Mark on how to access this?
The only thing that's on here says apps. I don't know. That's the only.
What is the thing you're looking for?
She said to click on more. I don't know what she's looking for.
Let me see.
With this apps button for Google Maps.
There's more options. There's chats.
It should be to the right of
Apps.
the apps button.
Mark, can I ask you a question? This is Ricky Pollo. Are you there?
Hey guys, I found it.
It's you have to click on live transcripts and then do show subtitle.
I know what subtitles are, but I don't know what this more thing is, what she's talking about.
No, you got to click on live transcript.
So Mark, the whole point was to just be able to turn on the subtitles. So if you know how to do that, I think you're good to go.
Yeah, I know how to do that, but she said if you hit more, that you raise your hand or something.
Oh, that was there's another spot for reactions.
One of the things too, like if anybody needs, I did send Hannah the information about the shortcut key to mute yourself. If you are on Windows, it's Alt A. It's Alt A to mute yourself. And if you do have a question at some point, I'm not sure if there are any questions that are going to be taken. You can actually raise and lower your hand with Alt Y. Little heads up there.
Thank you.
I'll just put it in the chat.
And so I'm going to do.
All right, I'm gonna mute myself.
Okay, thank you, everyone. So does everyone who needs the transcript subtitles have that going? Okay. So we are going to go ahead and start. So you can purchase a zine featuring all of the art and writing from the 2022 Unrecognized Potential Disability Pride Art Show on the DIY Abled website. And I am going to drop a link to that right now. Let's see, Ricky or Freddie, can you be in charge of letting people into the room? Thank you. Okay, so there's the link to purchase the zine. All proceeds from the zine will go directly to Fight for Right, which is a Ukrainian disability rights organization working to evacuate disabled people from Ukraine and provide them with necessary medical equipment and care. As of July 30th, Fight for Right has helped over 2,700 Ukrainians with disabilities and continues to receive 20 to 60 new requests for help every day. Lack of mobility, resources, and proper support means that disabled people are disproportionately impacted by war, and Fight for Right is doing necessary work to help as many people as possible. You can purchase an Unrecognized Potential zine to support their work. And I'm also going to drop a link to Fight for Right in case any of you are interested in learning more about them. And then I'm also going to drop the link directly to their fundraiser. Okay, so I am going to read the introduction that I wrote for the zine to sort of segue into watching the videos. The late Stella Young once said, to live unapologetically within a body you're told you should be ashamed of is a political act. Stella was an Australian comedian, journalist, and disability rights activist with osteogenesis imperfecta. She was a wheelchair user and famously said that no flight of stairs was magically going to turn into a ramp just by her smiling at it. The implication being that the only disability in life is poor attitude shtick is, well, bullshit. It is. This online reception is being held 32 years after the ADA was signed into law, and yet there are still so many access barriers for so many people with disabilities. The passing of the ADA was a feat, as are the daily feats for so many of us. Getting up in the morning, navigating care, advocating for our inclusion, and keeping ourselves alive. And there's something else, I think, something greater and more powerful than we sometimes realize. We build relationships within our community, relationships with our CRIP siblings and friends, our CRIP elders and ancestors, And by doing so, we say, I see you, I care for you, I will try to understand what your life is like, even though our experiences might be different. Community means being held in solidarity and love, the opposite of being alone. Community also means taking up space, something which is, yes, inherently political. The refusal to hide our body minds from public consciousness just because they work or look a little differently. Taking up space can be big, like crawling up the steps of the US Capitol building, or it can be seemingly small, like saying, I have a right to exist within this space as I am. Well, that's actually not such a minor truth to voice. In fact, I'd push Stella Young's words further. To live unapologetically within a body mind you're told you should be ashamed of isn't just a political act, it's an act of revolution. The following artwork and writing is a testament to the many experiences of disability and the joys of community in taking up space. As we all continue to strive towards a more inclusive world, the creative work of disabled individuals sheds light on the many possibilities for existence. And we are now going to watch the first video, which is an introduction video from Priya. So Ricky, if you want to go ahead and share your screen with that video.
Pride Month, everyone. I'm so excited we were able to get this show together because disabled people can be anything. Lawyers, doctors, technicians, mechanics, and in this case, artists, writers, and dancers. I hope you enjoy the show. Happy Disability Pride Month.
Thank you, Ricky. Okay, so we're now going to move into watching some videos that individuals submitted talking about what disability pride means to them. And if any of the people who submitted the videos are here and would like to briefly introduce themselves, that is always an option. So the first video that we're going to watch is by Stephanie Height, and I know that Stephanie was unable to be here, but that Petra, her wife, is here for her. If Petra, if you want to say a few words, you certainly don't have to. And Ricky, we can pull up Stephanie's video.
Okay. Stephanie, would you like to introduce this, or should I just go ahead and play it?
Stephanie, oh, go ahead, Petra.
This is Petra. You
Oh,
can
sorry,
just go and play it. Thank you, everybody. And Stephanie is so appreciative of being in this exhibit. And I just saw the way that her broadside is in the video and in the exhibit. And I think it's gorgeous. And she's very glad to be part of it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Greetings, everyone. I'm Stephanie Height. I'm delighted to be here with you. And I want to thank Priya Ray, Hannah Sawyer, Revolve Art Gallery, and everyone who's contributed to making this beautiful offering. I'll start with a visual description of myself. I'm a white cis woman wearing a turquoise shirt, dangling earrings. I have a brown bob hairdo with white streaks. I'm 48 years old. My background is the reflection of Crystal Lake, which I'm lucky to be sitting in front of. I'm on Odawa land in up north Michigan. And I'm just going to share a bit about what disability pride for me is. On an individual level, it's embracing my identity as a mad person, as bipolar, but even more so for me, which it feels like is represented in this offering that we're part of, it's a feeling of connection and possibility that comes from being part of a larger community of disability culture, where different ways of being and different ways of inhabiting space and time are valued. And whenever I'm in those spaces, I just feel really honored and grateful. A bit about me, I'm a queer disabled poet, dancer, teacher, co-director of Turtle Disco, a somatic writing space on Anishinaabe territory in Ypsilanti, Michigan. I'm bipolar and inaugural Zooglossia Fellow, which is a literary organization for disabled poets, and a member of the Olympias, an international disability performance collective. My poetry collections include the hybrid memoir poem Psych Murders, which comes out in September from Wayne State University Press, and The Color She Gave Gravity, which came out in 2017 from The Operating System. So I am going to read a couple pieces from Psych Murders, which is a hybrid memoir poem of experimental writing that takes you inside psychiatric wards and shock treatments toward new futures of care. And with that idea of care, I just want to invite you to take care of yourself. As far as a content note, these poems include mention of suicidal ideation, depression, and mania. So if you need to, feel free to step away or mute and then come back. The first piece is Mad Flora and Fauna Catalog, and it's Turtle. Turtle is the depression animal, or rather, this was the animal I aligned with when I was finding my way forward, or who knows in what direction, some compass dislocated from a ship long splattered in the ocean, a wreck of suicidal ideation and concrete planning. I never thought I'd find my way away from alive. This is Turtle, the slow movement, middle ground, ability to pull into a home, a shell, or my own skin. A limbic striated reach toward the beach that gave me shore and light. Steady. No acrobatic feats, simply alive. Pull and extend, a bit of push, but not too much because I'm tired. And the next piece, which is in the exhibit as a letterpress broadside that I made, is called Solar Eclipse. Solar Eclipse. When light comes off me, radiance that competes with the sun, when words appear from unknown sources, an expanded vocabulary beyond my regular capacity, when biology ticks faster and sleep is an unnecessary bedmate when I'm going, and it doesn't matter where, but there are sparks and electrical synapse fires I don't want to put out. Burn, baby, I take all the oxygen in the room. When I need less food but grow taller, when my body shimmers due to high vibration, when my hands don't know stillness and my brain is Ferris wheel with tickets for sale and I can't get off. I'm all alone and the ideas keep on, and slowly the tides rise and I'm flooded and freak for an island, but I drown, and I've done this enough. I'm prepared to activate night vision, initiate suicide watch, sleep deep in the belly of darkness, pull it long into my lungs like a hit that leaves me flat. And I keep breathing, knowing someday this darkness will keep me. Thank you all so much.
Thank you, Stephanie. That was both beautiful writing and a beautiful performance. And I was really struck with how we could see her reflection in the window behind. Yes, and so much love to you and your family. Right now, I'm just really grateful that you are able to be a part of this space and to make this space what it is. We are going to move on to viewing Miranda Giroux's video. Miranda, I'm sorry if I'm not saying your last name correctly. And Miranda is here with us. Miranda, if you would like to say something, although you certainly don't have to as well. And Ricky, we will pull up Miranda's video.
Hi, my name is Miranda Giroux. I am a 26-year-old female who uses she, her pronouns. My visual description is that I am in a large motorized wheelchair and I use a trach and vent to help me breathe. I am wearing a pink floral dress. The flowers of the dress range from yellow to white, and I have long brown hair that is currently braided on my right side of my head, and I have a bandana thing on that matches my dress. What art means to me is that art means expression, art means freedom and independence, because it's something that I can do on my own, and I can express my thoughts and emotions by myself. I don't need anyone's help because of my disability. I can't do a lot independently, but when I do my digital art, I can freely express myself and not feel like I'm being judged because the paper or digital paper doesn't judge you. It doesn't ask questions. It doesn't think. You're able just to get all your emotions out onto one painting, or maybe not all, but several paintings. And for me, that is just so important because it helps me mentally, but also creates beautiful art. And that is, for me, amazing when I step back and go, oh wow, that's pretty cool. But art as a whole for people with disabilities is always adaptable. It's always there's no wrong way to do art. So that's just such a great feeling that there's always art, and I've always had art in my life. And there are a lot of other artists disabled and not, that art essentially saves them. One of my favorite artists that I draw inspiration from is the one and only Frida Kahlo, because not only was she disabled, but she was a strong, independent woman artist who didn't take no for an answer when they said she couldn't do things, she couldn't walk or couldn't do art because she was a woman. And there's a quote that I absolutely love about her, and it's that I don't paint my dreams or nightmares, but I paint my own reality, which I think is just so powerful for so many different artists, because that's what we do. We paint our reality so we can communicate with the world, our thoughts, our feelings, and even some of our actions.
Sorry, I muted myself. I'm so sorry. Thank you, Miranda. Please go ahead and say something.
Hey everyone, thank you all for coming out and watching this. It's an honor to be involved in this. I'm so happy. I saw it on Facebook, and it's just so amazing to see my artwork and so many others up in a gallery. Like, if I would have told my 10-year-old self, like, hey, you're gonna be an artist, you're gonna reach that dream, I wouldn't have believed it. And to be the title of this, the Unrecognized Potential, is so true for this, because a lot of people write people with disabilities off that they can't do things, and art is one of the things that sometimes people are like, how do you do art? And it's always adaptable, and it's just a way for us to be known and shout that we are here, we are ready to be heard, and this is our life. And it's just such an honor to be here and be with everyone. So thank you, and I hope everyone has a good night.
Thank you so much, Miranda. Yeah, and I with that, I wanted to add that I thought I can drop everybody's like websites or Instagrams. If you have a place where you post your art, I would invite you to drop that when it comes to your video, to drop that in the chat. And if you didn't submit a video, that's completely fine. I would still love everyone who is a part of the show to drop their website or social media where others can find your art there as well. And yes, Miranda, thank you so much for being a part of this. I have two of Miranda's prints that I purchased from the show that I absolutely love. We are going to move on to the next video by Kirsten Joan. And I don't believe Kirsten is here, but if I am wrong, Kirsten, are you here? Okay, so Ricky, if you wouldn't mind pulling up Kirsten's video, I'm going to do a description of Kirsten. She is a white-skinned woman wearing a dark blue bandana that has a white paisley pattern on it.
Hi, everyone. My name is Kirsten Joan, and I'm the writer of Grit Tales. So what the heck is Grit Tales? It's fiction with disabled characters who have grit for inclusive storytelling. I am so honored to be a part of this Disability Pride art show this month of July. So look for my piece like iColor if you visit or attend online. The profits will go toward a very awesome disabled charity. And if you want to find out more about me, go to KirstenJoan.com. That's KirstenJoan.com. Awesome. So let's celebrate.
All right, thank you. I put Kirsten's website in the chat as well. Miranda has put hers. Thank you so much. And from earlier, Petra dropped a link to Stephanie's new book coming out, Psych Murders, which I'm very excited about, and I pre-ordered. So our next video that we're going to watch is by Anne Millett Gallant. And I'm not sure if Anne is here. Anne? I don't believe so. So Ricky, if you could pull up Anne's video.
I am Anne Millett Gallant, and I am a white woman with dark hair above my shoulders and purple glasses. I am a disabled art historian whose artwork and scholarship focus on representations of disability in art and visual culture. I am an online professor for the Bachelor of Arts in Liberal and Interdisciplinary Studies program housed at UNC Greensboro, and have exhibited my acrylic and mixed media paintings at the National Humanities Center, Lily's Pizza, Duke University, and Esteemed Coffee. For this exhibit, this is my work, Anne's Hands Romantic Representation, acrylic on canvas 8 by 8 inches. My poorly loathed amputee hands meet in a gesture resembling two animated beings touching noses against a grass-green background. The title refers to romantic and fantastical images and stories. This twosome of unique hands counterbalance and complement one another.
All right, thank you, Anne. We are going to now have a performance by a musician, Chris Matthews, who's a blind musician, and he will be playing Riptide by Vance Joy on the ukulele. Ricky, if you could pull up Chris's video, and I'm not sure if Chris is here and would like to say a few words if he is.
everything to Michelle Pfeiffer that you've ever seen. And then come and start, lady, running down to the riptide, digging away to the dark side. I wanna be your left-hand man, and I love you when you're singing that song, and I get lump in my throat, 'cause you're gonna sing the words wrong. Lady, running down to the riptide, digging away to the dark side. I wanna be your left-hand man, and I love you when you're singing that song, and I get lump in my throat, 'cause you're gonna sing the words wrong.
That was so great. What a great song. Thank you so much, Chris, for sharing that performance with us. We are going to now hear a few more videos from artists who have submitted videos of them talking about what disability pride means to them, what art means to them, or discussing their work. So we are now going to watch Marie Dejanay Lewis's video. Marie, are you here and would like to say a few words? All right, we will watch Marie's video.
Hi, everybody. My name is Marie Dejanay Lewis. I use she, her pronouns, and I'm a digital artist from the Blue Ridge Mountains. I am a pale-skinned woman with long, dark hair, wearing a black shirt, dark red lipstick, and rose gold eyeshadow. I am so honored to be showcasing my piece, Don't Let the Pain Do You In, here tonight amongst all of these fabulous disabled artists as we come together to celebrate Disability Pride Month. Disability pride, to me, is one of the most beautiful forms of revolution and the strongest weapon we have when it comes to dismantling the ableist society. I found my disability pride after many, many years of living disabled in an ableist society. My prideful journey was sparked by losing my almost 8-year-long broadcast directing career to disability discrimination. I was extremely depressed for the beginning of it, but disability pride helped me understand that the problem didn't lie in my disabled existence, the problem lied in the ableist society. My piece, Don't Let the Pain Do You In, is an illustration of all of the emotions that I felt in the beginning of my disability pride journey. Everything felt dark. It felt like I was trapped, and it really felt very bleak. But through that darkness, there was a shining golden light that was disability pride. And through disability pride, I've been able to really not only accept myself, but be able to create something for myself that I felt like my life was worth living for. If you would like to see any more of my art or learn any more about my journey, you can find me on social media. I'm at Rare Advocate, that's r.a.r.e.advoc8. And I'm also Art Activism by Marie DL on Facebook and Chronic Not Contagious on YouTube.
Okay, thank you so much, Marie. I typed in, I'm hoping that is the right username. I will check on that, and then I will put it in the chat later. I also wanted to show everyone Marie's piece. This piece has not been featured yet on This Body is Worthy or DIY Abled social media. We're posting one piece pretty much every day throughout the entirety of the art show. This one has not been featured yet, so I wanted to share my screen just to show everyone. So this is the piece that Marie was speaking about, called Don't Let the Pain Do You In. And a brief visual description. It's a black and white painting, I believe, digital painting perhaps, of looks like a woman's face, lower half of her face. Her mouth is open, and then there are black sort of snake-like scribbles across her head and her face with some black and gray blotches around it and some gold sort of filaments throughout all of that. Okay, so I will check on her username and I will make sure I put the correct one in the chat. And we are now going to watch a video from Jillian Fink. And I will do a brief description of Jillian. Jillian is a light-skinned woman with brownish red hair wearing a gray t-shirt with Tigger from Winnie the Pooh on it. Jillian, are you here and would like to say a few words? All right, we can start Jillian's video, Ricky.
Well, I like to do painting, so yeah, started top and walk way down and walk way over, I guess. I just choose the colors I want to choose. I hear this is the headpiece, like this part is part of the head. And this is also another piece that's also, and these are just faces. There's ghosts here. This is mostly just where all the stuff begins. I paint, I just paint here in the studio, in this area. Just paint in this little area I paint.
What do you like about painting in general?
Relaxing and fun, and also you keep your mind off of everything else. So the window, I painted this a while back, I think. First I started to pick out the gnome and draw and make him inside there, and then he's right here in the middle is him. He has his own little garden, and then he's in the circle, so I use a circle so he can have to look out, and like the water rise from here to there, sunset, tree with twisted vines. I like it because I did a really good job at it.
All right, thank you, Jillian. And Jillian did some visual descriptions of her art, but for those of you who would like a more in-depth visual description, all of her paintings look like they're stained glass windows. So they're like little colorful pieces with black outlines around them. And she showed Gnome's window, which had a little gnome in a circle looking out over a garden and a tree and water, and then a sunset in the background. And the other piece that she showed was a lot of different colors with faces mixed together. And I have dropped her website in the chat as well. Okay, the next video we're going to watch is from Katrina Smith. Katrina, would you like to say anything before we go? It's okay if not.
just want to say thank you all for coming and enjoy everybody's art and what they have to share.
Thank you, Katrina. It's really great to have you here. Ricky, we can go ahead and play Katrina's video.
My name is Katrina Smith. I'm an African American female in my mid-40s with shoulder-length curly hair, a pink headband holding my hair back, and a white short-sleeved t-shirt. I was born in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I was raised in the Midwest, and I'm a college student working towards my major in psychology so I can become a guidance counselor for younger children with mental and physical disabilities like myself. I have a learning disability that was caused by an automobile accident at 9 months old. Besides my disability, I'm a self-published author of 4 poetry books and 2 cookbooks, a disability talk show host, advocate, and a podcaster of the Living with Disabilities. My journey into advocating for people with disabilities comes from dealing with my disability. What does disability pride mean to me? It took me for years to come to terms with having a disability. I could look at living with my disability and how it all came to be as a positive once I realized what it was. The positive side of my story is that I can teach through my story that it is never to drive under the influence of alcohol or any other substance. When it comes to art, there are some things that only a few people know. When it comes to art, poetry is a great way of expressing yourself. I'm here to share a piece of my art with you. I'll share a piece of my poetry through the Microtopia world, leading your imagination into a whole new world. You will find my work on Amazon. This piece is called Candy Acoustics. No tears here because all sadness is unheard of in this land. However, chances run small in the Microtopia world. Children count tickets for the reason one of you might be the lucky one. And Charlie in the Chocolate Factory, 5 children explored the chocolate factory. Walk this way and close your eyes. Don't be startled by the sound of giggles. It's only Hyde in the bakery making pancakes dusted with powdered sugar and lollipops decorated with Twizzlers. These are only some of Hyde's innovations. Children open their eyes and begin to explore. There are tons and tons of candy innovations to see. Come this way to the piano room, the piano keys floor. Step on one ivy key and candy bubbles will fill the room. Step on the flat key and Sour Patch Kids come falling. Shall we explore further? Come this way to the guitar room. Pick up any size guitar and strike a chord. But do watch out for the electric guitar. This guitar will fill the room up with large-sized bubblegum, like you are in a bounce house. Children will surely run for the electric guitar. We're not done yet. There's one last room to explore. The sound room. Stand in front of the mic and belt out a tune and watch what happens in the next room. Different flavors of chocolate pour over like a rainbow into soda pop bottles. This is a Candy Acoustics on a sugar high in the Microtopia world. This only happens in children's dreams when they visit Candy Acoustic in the Microtopia world. Thank you for
Thank you so much, Katrina. That was really wonderful. And I've linked the Amazon link to Microtopia in the chat. And we are going to now hear and see RV Coozer's video. RV, are you here? Would like to say any words?
Yes, I am.
Wonderful. Would you like to say anything before we view your video?
No, that's all right. You can show the video.
You don't want to say anything?
Well, I didn't know what to say.
Just say thank you. Thank you.
I am really. I love the show is great. The works where they're arranged is really beautiful, and I'm really excited about being an artist. But most importantly, I'm excited to be with such. I feel so privileged to be with such a great class of other artists. So it's just a great honor.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. Really glad to have you here. Ricky, we can pull up RV's video.
Okay.
My name is R.B. Coozer. My pronouns are he and him. My hair is brown. My glasses are huge. My shirt is blue. My suspenders are dark blue. I'm wearing a puzzle piece on the left side of my suspenders.
And my name is Marlene Coozer. My pronouns are she and her. My hair is brown with a little bit of maybe a little bit of gray and maybe a little bit of red. My glasses are dark purple and a lighter purple. And my blouse is a lighter purple with multicolor flowers. July is Disability Pride Month. RV, would you like to share with everyone what Disability Pride means to you?
Exactly. Well, thank you very much. We are advocates and authors, and we do presentations right here in North Carolina. But speaking for myself and thinking about Pride Month, it represents acceptance and breaking away these chains that I feel I could be locked up in. But I really appreciate the fact that I have strengths and weaknesses and how I mix all that together to become the person I am. And I'll tell you, I've learned how I can achieve a lot of the stuff when I don't worry about things that I can't do.
Yes, that's true. Now we would like to share with you the books that RV wrote. The first book is Challenged but Not Defeated: Strategies for Coping with Autism and Schizophrenia. It's an autobiographical book. The second book, which we co-authored, is Wait a Minute, Lessons a Family Learns Through the Gift of Autism. It's about acceptance, it's about the family, and it's a fictional book, young adult. The Wade family lives in Winston-Salem, and we live in Winston-Salem. So you can find our house, but you're not going to be able to find their house. It's even though it's a young adult book, it still is a very interesting book for an avid reader. Now, if you go to KoozerTalk.com, KUSERTALK.com, you can download the first chapter from each of the books.
Thank you for your time.
And we hope to hear from you soon.
All right, thank you so much, RV. I have dropped a link to your website in the chat. And yeah, I really appreciate you sharing your work and being here today. The next video, we are now going to have another musician perform. And this will be Molly Joyce playing, I'm not going to be able to pronounce this, Okeolism. And Molly, are you by chance here and would like to say a few words? All right, we will watch Molly's video. All right, thank you, Molly. Miranda put, I'm being hypnotized. Yes, it was very sort of trance-like music. Thank you very much for sharing that. Okay, we are now going to watch some more videos from artists. And we are going to watch a video from Jonathan Brito. Jonathan, are you here tonight?
Yeah, I'm here.
Wonderful. Is there anything you would like to say before we see your video?
Yeah, I definitely do. First, I would like to thank everybody for being a part. I wanted to thank Priya for letting me be a part of this amazing show. And I'm very honored to be a part of such an amazing group. I was very emotional seeing my art up. This is like the first time I have ever seen anything like this. And to be in a room with all these amazing and creative artists and musicians, it's incredible. So I'm very thankful to be with such an amazing group.
Thank you so much. We're really glad to have you here. Ricky, if you could pull up Jonathan's video, and I will do a brief visual description of his video. Jonathan is a brown-skinned man with a shaved head, wearing an olive brown t-shirt. All right.
Hello everyone, my name is Jonathan Jason Brito, and I am a proud member of the disabled community. Before I go any further, I would like to give a huge shout out to Priya, who brought us all together for this disabled art show, and without her, this would not be possible. Also, a huge shout out to my friend Miranda, who told me about this art show, and without her, again, I would not be able to express my art. Like I said, I'm an artist, and I'm a graphic designer and an illustrator. what art means to me is it gives me a chance to express myself. I love and enjoy being independent as much as I can, and it gives me the opportunity to express myself through art, and bring some of my pieces to life when I put them through a computer. When I was a kid, I was able to do it through paper, but as I got older, it was very hard for me. So when I went to college and I became a graphic designer, it was easier for me to do it on a computer. And seeing my work being brought to life meant so much to me. One of my favorite artists is Vincent van Gogh, and his painting. My favorite painting was always Starry Night, and the reason why I loved it is because of the colors, the expression, and how it touched people. And to me, it's like, if I'm able to touch people with my art, it's always something that just meant the world to me. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you enjoy the pieces that we have brought to you guys. Thank you.
Thank you, Jonathan. Really fantastic to have you here with us. We are now going to hear from Nancy Hightower. Nancy, are you here and would like to say a few words?
Hi, Hannah. Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes, thank you.
Sorry, I just moved into a new place, so I can't show my camera because my room's in shambles. But I just wanted to say thanks so much for having me here. And I don't think I have a visual description of me in the video. So I'm a white woman with brown shoulder-length hair, wearing a blue dress with white polka dots. Yeah, and again, I'm just thankful to be here.
Thank you so much, Nancy. And Ricky, we will pull up Nancy's video.
Hello, my name is Nancy Hightower, and I am a photographer, writer, and professor living in New York City. I was diagnosed with bipolar II disorder back in 2002 and have been living with that diagnosis for about 20 years. It has always been a kind of struggle to think about how that fit into my identity, and oftentimes I thought it represented a broken part of my brain or just who I was that needed to always be fixed. It was especially hard during episodes of depression where I felt like every morning I woke up and my brain was out to destroy me or keep me in bed. And so I always felt a sense of split identity. A person who I wanted to be, and yet a person who was also sort of trapped. During the pandemic, when we all had to isolate, I felt doubly trapped, and I took these long walks in an effort to keep my mental health in a good place. And I would walk for a couple of miles at a time, so about 4 or 5 miles every day. And doing some of my mental health strategies where I would, notice the 5 things around me, hear sights and sounds, try to be as present as possible. During that time, I started looking at all these puddle reflections and looking at the way it reflected these sort of more beautiful aspects of New York City, which a lot of people think sometimes is very gray and drab and busy and loud. And during the pandemic, it was very quiet and serene, and I started taking pictures of these puddle reflections that showed a kind of inner landscape, a split self. So again, the part of what is real and what is the reflection. And so oftentimes we don't know, the self that one presents to the world as opposed to the brain that I feel sometimes is trying to kill me. And yet it's also the brain that recognizes, people used to say that I see the world sort of sideways. So this is a reflection of a building in a car hood. And to realize that the way I see the brain sideways or sort of upside down is also a beautiful way of looking at the world, which is like amazing. So these are trees reflected in Union Square, in a Union Square puddle. And to suddenly realize that the way I see the world, for all of that struggle, also helps me to see this wondrous beauty that a lot of people just skip over. To find the wondrous in the mundane, and to come to realize that I just need to love these aspects of myself more, and to be more gentle with myself, and to take pride in my brain and not see it as broken, but just see it as a multifaceted part of me, like every other part of our identity that needs work and needs love and needs care. And I'm hoping that my art also helps other people sort of figure out sort of how they can apprehend beauty and love and joy, especially if they also deal with depression and feel like maybe they are disconnected from the world. I know often I do. And taking these pictures bring me back into connection. And that's really important.
Thank you so much, Nancy. Yeah, your artwork is just amazing, and looking at those different perspectives is very, very neat. I have put Jonathan's social media in the chat along with Nancy's website. We are now going to watch a video from Talia Flores. Talia, are you here at all? Okay, Ricky, if you could pull up her video. Talia is a brown-skinned woman with black hair and glasses and is wearing a white dress with gray stripes.
What must I do for my voice to be heard? Should I shout louder? Should I throw my chair in front of you? Should I beg on my knees? Should I cry as I ask myself why society's the way it is? As I feel as if I'm confined, not by the chair, but by the world around me. Lack of healthcare, ableism everywhere, non-accessible places. I just can't take it. 30 years have gone by, and I'm still having to ask myself why, only being mid-century old. Shouldn't have to ask myself why, but I do in the hopes that it'll get better. Why? By Talia L. Flores.
All right, that was great. Thank you so much, Talia. And yeah, that was I really enjoyed that. We are now going to have a performance by Joel Jaminski. And Joel, are you here?
Yeah. Oh, I don't know if you can see me. I'm Joel's mom, and I am very proud of him. Hello. And I want to let you know that Joel's been creating this art since the beginning of time. He's always done art.
And I'm Joel's dad, and I'm also very proud of him, and I'll let his video speak for his art.
What about you, Joel? Are you proud of your art? All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. And I'm dropping the website to Joel's art in the chat. And we are going to watch this video. Yes, and a short visual description. Joel is a white man with dark brown hair, and he is wearing a white t-shirt, and it looks like he is outside with some trees behind him, and other green plants. Okay, thank you, Ricky.
Yeah, okay, so my name is Joel. My nickname is J Positive. I'm a positive person. I'm a white adult male. I'm very proud of my art.
Okay.
Should I fall out of love, my father in the light, to chase a feather in the wind? Within the glow that weaves a cloak of light, that moves a thread that has no end. For me
Thank you. It's always cool to see the process behind artwork. That was really great. Thank you so much, Joel, for being here. And again, thank you for your art. I have dropped the link to your website in the chat. And yeah, I just again want to thank everybody for being here and all the artists who have submitted their work. It's all really fantastic. We're going to close out the night by watching a performance from Oji Denoe, who is a wheelchair dancer, dancing to Learn to Fly by Tom Petty. Oji, are you here? Okay, Ricky, if you could pull up Oji's video. And after this video is done, I will just briefly tell you again about the zine and where you can find it. And then, yeah, we will close out the night.
Well, it started out down a dirty road. Started out all alone, and the sun went down as I crossed the hill, and the town lit up. The world got still. I'm learning to fly, but I ain't got wings. Coming down is the hardest thing. Well, the good old days may not return, and the rocks might melt, and the seed may burn. I'm learning to fly, but I ain't got wings. Coming down is the hardest thing. Some say life will beat you down and break your heart, steal your crown. So I started out for God knows where. I guess I'll know when I get there. Learning to fly around the clouds. What goes up must come down.
right. Thank you so much, OG. This was so fantastic. Thank you, everybody, for being here. As a reminder, you can purchase the zine that includes all of the artwork and writing from this show. I'm dropping, oops, sorry, Petra, did not mean to send that only to you. There we go. There is the link. All the money from the sales will go to Fight for Right, which is a Ukrainian organization working to evacuate disabled Ukrainians and provide them with necessary medical attention. And I will drop the link to Fight for Right one more time in the chat. And I believe that Freddie was going to text Priya to see if she wanted to show us around the physical art space. But again, I just want to thank everyone so much for being here, for all the artists and all the people who have come to support them. And yeah, it's really, I think, just shows the wonderful thing that community is and how great it is when disabled creators can get together. Freddie, have you heard from Priya?
About this in the text right now.
Okay, perfect.
The message has officially been sent, so we'll just wait on her reply.
Thank you, Freddie.
You're welcome.
I actually just reached her on the phone and she's going to hop on.
Cool. Wonderful. Yeah, we will get to see the physical space, which we saw a little bit of in the introduction video, but I think it will be neat to see it with the reception going on.
Can I just say, that was such an awesome, diverse collection of art and thought, and it was so inspiring. I want to thank you all for participating. I was really moved. There she is. There's the Zoom user.
And yeah, Ricky, thank you for being the video guru, and Freddie, thank you for helping as well. Priya, over to you.
There you are.
Hi, everyone. So here we are at the gallery. I just gave my speech, which I don't know. I think I messed up a little, but everybody's like, no, it was great. But so this is my friend Alon.
Hi.
Can they see you?
Awesome.
Oh, there you
Yeah.
are. Oh, yeah, there you
Hello.
Are we on?
Priya did a great job.
We're just all very disciplined and quiet, Priya.
Oh, was that what happened?
Nothing. We're listening to you show us around.
I see. I'm just used to.
You got 26
So this is
people
Alon.
waiting on bated breath.
He's a good friend of mine, and he came here tonight.
Yes.
So let me go show you all the table with the zines. This is like all my DIY-able stuff that I brought, but I'm trying to, and some people have bought the zines, and these are the zines, and they look really good. And this has all of our artwork and writing in it. And there's some food here. So that's the table. And then, so like we're entering the gallery, and here to the left is this show called The Skin I'm In, which is a photography show. But unfortunately, the door is locked, so I can't show all of you that. And this is Mike from Nostalginoid is getting ready to play in a little bit. And in front of me, Robert is showing Elizabeth, who is one of the writers in the show, and she lives here in Asheville.
You want to say hi?
And so this is the online event, Elizabeth. And Elizabeth's one of the writers, and Robert's giving her a tour of the gallery. So here's the gallery. I'm just going to go around once and show the outer walls, and then I'll go and show the inner walls. So here's And this is my friend Core, who came.
Positive's other piece at the other end of this wall is my very favorite piece in the show.
Yay, Jay Positive. We love his artwork.
That one is amazing.
Yeah, he's great.
This is cool too, but that's my favorite.
Oh.
You'll see it here in a second.
Oh, no, I've seen it, but thank you.
I mean the people in the video.
Oh, yeah, the people in the video. So, yeah, you know, we're a little clogged here, but I'm going to bypass Elizabeth for a second. And this is the there. And then I wasn't able to include the video monitors in the original thing, but they're all working now. And this monitor has the Cripsteries that I make and the Frankie and Creepy show. And this video is about Kitty Cone, who is an important disabled activist. And this is Jay Positive's piece that Core loves. And here, this is Max Pulley's pieces. And then this, I really love this. I love how all the artwork is hanging off this railing. And then the gallery director actually made this installation of the inaccessible space here because it has these stairs and I can never go down there, and it does make me angry. So she made this tape, this police tape that says anger. And then Zen, come say hi to the people online.
I can see that you're going strong. It's up on the computer.
Yes,
Hey,
and that's
here I am.
yeah, that's Zen Sutherland.
Oh,
He's another eccentric Asheville person.
Asheville eccentric.
Asheville eccentric.
I love it. Mad
Yes.
scientist eccentric.
Yes. And Zen is an art piece all on his own, really.
Wow, thank you.
You're welcome.
I love you.
I love you too. And so this is all the other artwork, and this is Justin, Miranda's, and Nancy's artwork is hanging over there. And then Stephanie Height's poem from Psych Murders is on this pedestal. And then this is everybody else's artwork. Sorry. And right here is OG Daniele's dance.
That was so great.
So this is the music that is playing in the background.
We can't hear the music. Or I can't.
Is that all you hear?
I don't hear it at all.
Oh, you don't hear it all?
No.
Oh, Zoom does such a good job of blocking that out. Okay, so
Yeah.
so this is like the end of this side. Now I'm going to turn around and show you all the writing on the other side. And I don't know if Chris Blackstone is on this meeting. I just realized. So Chris, there's a bunch of writing on the wall. We just showed Katrina's writing. And Katrina's writing is black background with white writing on it with her poem. And then this writing is black with a white on a black background and then black writing on the white, if that makes sense. I'm so sorry if I confused you, Chris. And so this is the wall with all the writing. Then we come around like this. And there's Robert showing Elizabeth the art. Or the writing, really. I'm sorry, Robert, I'm just gonna scooch around you. This is wheelchair navigations. All right, and this is all the other writing on the other side of this wall. So behind this, on the other side of this wall is the wall where J positive and all those other art pieces we saw before. And I don't know, there's my dog.
Zuki.
And this is, oh shoot, I don't know if I pressed something. And this is the, I don't know if you got, can they do this? I don't know. Oh yeah, you can see, okay. So I'm sorry guys, I sped around with my phone. Anyway, so this is Nostalginoid, who is playing. He's an experimental musician from Asheville. So that's it, guys. I don't know what I've done here.
It's all good, Priya.
I don't know what I've done, so sorry. I'm confused. And yeah, this is actually so like this is the little bookstore that the gallery director made, and it's all these zines. And that's the name of the bookstore. See their books. And there's my dog in the distance. So I can't really hear what you're saying, Ricky. Are you saying something?
No, nobody's saying anything over here, Priya. That's just
Yes,
the voices in your head.
So yeah, that's the gallery. I took off my mask. It is kind of hot here. I'm not going to be honest. The air
Hannah had
conditioning-
to log off.
What'd you say?
I said Hannah had to log off, so we are now MC-less.
Okay, so should I exit now?
Oh, it's up to you. I mean, we still have people here, but Hannah had to leave, and people are starting to trickle out.
Okay, everyone. Well, thanks everyone for coming, and I'm going to leave now. And it was really, thank you everyone for coming. I really appreciate it. And I'll
Thank
talk
you so
to all
much.
of you soon.
Oh, the show was awesome. I definitely am looking forward to the next one.
All right, everybody. So I think that ends our programming. So yeah, thanks for coming by. I think this was really great. And once again, I want to thank all the artists and everybody else who supports for coming together to do this.
Thanks, everyone. Have a good night.
All right. I'm going to stick around if anybody has any questions. You all have a great night. Happy Sunday.
I have a question.
Go ahead, Reyes.
I'm being asked on how to buy the artwork.
All right. So you're talking about the artwork in the gallery or some of the
Yeah.
stuff that people around here were showing?
The artwork in the gallery.
So are you in Asheville by any chance?
Am I what?
Are you in Asheville?
No, I'm not in Asheville.
So I'm not really sure, but I think the best bet is to ask Priya how to go about doing that. I don't know that we've established a way to do that already, but I think do you know how to get in touch with Priya?
Yeah, I have her number.
Yeah, she'll let you know once she comes back down to earth. And I can also find out for you if that'll be easier.
Yeah. Because I was looking at the artwork and I didn't see any prices on there.
Yeah.
So that's why you know, and then somebody asked me how that was going to be done. So I just wanted to find out for them.
All right, let me send a quick message. Maybe I'll get a response now, but if not, we can definitely get back to you. I have your contact information through.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
We have a question about how to purchase artwork in the gallery. We'll see what she says. There may be, she probably has a list. I'm sure they have a list in the gallery of all the different pieces and what people are asking for them. So she should probably be able to post that online, but I'm not sure. But
okay,
figure it out.
All right, sounds good.
Bye, RV and Marlene.
Have a good one.
You too, my man.
Bye.
All right, Marguerite, it looks like you have your hand up.
Yeah, I did, but turn off the recording.
I think I missed the first part of your question. You were asking about the recording?
She was saying to shut off or to end the recording.
I think the recording has ended. Maybe